I just got back from Southeast Game Exchange, and I'm going to give a recap on every single thing that happened and just give my thoughts on this weekend and tell you guys how I got canceled. All right, so to begin with, Southeast Game Exchange is in Greenville, South Carolina. It's a retro gaming convention. I showed up on Friday, which was setup day. Usually around this time, this is where you get to see where your table's at. So I put my merch on the table, set it up, and I said hi to some of my friends that are fellow content creators, but I also went and said hi to Video Game Cavern. Shout out to Robin for sponsoring me for Southeast Game Exchange to bring me out as a guest. I was scheduled to be a part of the Pro Wrestling Turbo Wrestling that was going to be on Sunday night. They were doing a Smash Brothers in real life, which I'm going to show you guys some of the wrestling footage here later on in this video. But yeah, I found the wrestling ring, and then I made my way back to the hotel. Rendezvoused with Boogie and John Hancock and a few of the guests that were also scheduled for the convention. And I made my way to Pinky's Arcade, which is a barcade at Greenville, South Carolina. They had a band called Lame Genie performing, and I just kind of kicked back and had some beers and kind of just chilled for the night. I thought it was a pretty good time. Got to meet some of my friends that I haven't met before, like Chicken Wings, Kevin from Chicken Wings, MXS Retro Erica, Gamer Aimer, and a few other content creators that I was meeting for the first time. So that was actually really neat. And then, of course, you wake up the next day. It's day one. Southeast Game Exchange has grown immensely. Like, this is one of my most favorite conventions. Probably top 3 easily. Along, probably tied for Retropalooza, to be quite honest. But my God, every time I come to this convention, it seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, it's growing the fastest out of all the conventions that I regularly go to. And they're even moving buildings next year. I think they're going to get 3 times the size of square footage. They're going to have like double the vendors. So I'm looking forward to seeing how much this grows as far as a convention goes. Now, I did mention that I got to see a lot of friends, and this included Boogie, this included Cliff Stanley, this included John Hancock, G to the Next Level, My Retro Life. And overall, going to these conventions is a blast because you get to meet some of your subscribers and your fan base. I got a few gifts, actually, that I'm going to be making a pickup video later on to talk to you guys with and share with you guys what I got. But I also bought a few video games that you'll kind of get a glimpse of in this vlog as well. But Southeast Game Exchange has a good amount of vendor booths that have a lot of games. You can see almost all the rare games that you would ever want to try to purchase at this event. I saw a boxed Mr. Gimmick, which was crazy. There was a stadium events there. There was a peekaboo poker. There was all sorts of games for like every console you could think of, which was awesome. One other thing that was really cool about this convention is that they had a special collector's card of me for a wrestling game that was there. It's a tabletop wrestling indie game with cards called Super Show. And they have former WWE, ECW, WCW stars, indie stars like Danhausen and other AEW guys in it. But this was a con exclusive card of me for the game. And I thought that was freaking amazing. So if you guys want to check out Super Show, feel free to do that. And I just thought it was neat that they put me in the game. Even a con exclusive. It's gonna be like one of the rarest cards in the whole game. On top of that, just day one overall zoomed really quickly. After that, we went to a special party at a bar across the street. But then the next day, I was just super busy, guys, because the focus of my Sunday was doing the Pro Wrestling Turbo event. I wrestled Banjo-Kazooie in the first match, and then later on in the day, I wrestled in a 6-man tag where I teamed with Luigi and Ness against Donkey Kong, Banjo-Kazooie, and it was pretty neat. It was a fun time getting to go out there and do cosplay, and afterwards, a lot of people took photos with me, and I hope they tweeted and shared them out. If you did, tag me. If you're watching this, tag me in them, and I'll retweet them and share and follow and all that. But overall, Southeast Game Exchange was a blast, and I enjoyed it. But then I got canceled. I got some bad news. I made it to the airport early, and I went to check in, and then I was sitting there, and I heard Eric Perez, come to the counter, please. And I was like, oh, shit. and they said your flight has been canceled, and it was devastating. So I had to stay an extra night. Luckily, I was able to stay in the same hotel room that I was in because it was covered for that night, and I finally made it home. But my God, what a fucking journey. It's almost like every time I fly out of Greenville, I get delayed or something, or I get canceled. So yeah, what a fantastic weekend Southeast Game Exchange was. I want to say thank you to Austin, to Robin, to Video Game Cavern, Pro Wrestling Turbo, for you guys having me and including me this year. I had a blast. I hope to be back, whether it's next year or sometime other. If you guys haven't been to Southeast Game Exchange, guys, you got to go out there. It's putting Greenville, South Carolina on the map as far as retro gaming conventions go. Easily top 3. This is one of the conventions I always hear about every year, behind Too Many Games, Retropalooza, and Game On. I always hear about Southeast Game Exchange. If you haven't gone out, guys, go check it out. Everybody on the staff, everybody in the crew, fucking amazing, super friendly. And yeah, just Greenville Airport. You got to get your shit together and stop canceling me. So, what'd you guys think I was going to talk about? I know some of you hate watchers are hoping that I got canceled legitimately for being some like right-wing bigot or something. I know. And the clickbait got you. But yeah, anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And thank you so much for coming to these conventions. Everybody that bought a shirt meant a lot. I pretty much sold out. I only have like a handful of shirts left, which was phenomenal. It's always great to see people buy these and come and take photos and ask me questions and ask for autographs and things like that, because I think I'm a complete nobody. I don't think I'm some huge fucking YouTuber, influencer, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know, I think I am pretty down to earth, and going to these events, I just realize how blessed and thankful and lucky I feel for getting to be involved and getting to be a part of this every time. And I'm forever grateful for this, and I'm going to enjoy it while I still have the opportunity to do this, because this isn't going to last forever. Getting flown out and doing things like that ain't going to last forever. But hey, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, and I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. If you guys are interested, my next convention will be Retropalooza in September. I believe it is mid-September. Go ahead and just go to their website, because I don't have the date handy. I think it's the 16th and 17th. So don't quote me on that. And I will see you guys there. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Again, thank you to Southeast Game Exchange. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day.